Unai Emery has done a remarkable job at Aston Villa so far. They're top of their Europa Conference League group and right now are battling for a top 4 position in the Premier League. Like I said, boys, he's done a remarkable job, but I think I can take them one step further. So today I am becoming the new manager of Aston Villa with the mission of making them the best team in the world. But every season I've got to spin this wheel and do what it tells me to do, which could make my life way easier or practically impossible. So this is the starting 11 I've loaded into with Villa, and I'd actually argue this is one of the strongest teams in the Premier League overall. You've got Ollie Watkins in the team who right now just can't stop scoring for Aston Villa. You've got Emiliano Martinez, who's not only a World Cup winner, but right now he's been recognised as the best keeper in the world. And we've got Moussa Diaby, who for his debut season in the Premier League is absolutely killing it. And on top of that, boys, we haven't really got an age issue with Aston Villa, which has got to be my favourite thing about this club right now. So all in all, boys, we've got to be happy with the team we've just inherited. But I am going to switch the formation to a 4-2-3-1 because as you could already see, there's a lot of players playing out of position. And after messing around with the team a bit, this is our strongest starting 11 and already feel like we should be competing for the Champions League this year. And I think we've got to go for the counter-attacking style of play. We have got so much pace in our front four, it'd just be daft not to utilise this. And the good news just keeps on coming. We've got 76 million as a starting budget with Villa. That is absolutely phenomenal. But as we all know, boys, that budget doesn't mean anything until we've spun the wheel. Now, there's a couple of things we can land on here that could make our lives 10 times more difficult, but if we land on the right one, it'll make our lives 10 times more easy. What's this one? Everton, at the end of this season, you've got 20 points from your overall tally. Oh my god, that's just a fantastic start, isn't it? Honestly, boys, we've got to make sure we have the season of a lifetime. The good news is, though, we've still got 76 million. The budget remains unchanged, so we've got to make sure we spend every single penny of that and make it count. Now, looking at the starting 11, whilst it is an incredible team, it's not the finished article. We definitely need to make some improvements. And I think we start with this defence, man. I mean, especially if we're going to have 20 points taken off our overall tally at the end of season 1. Maybe a new left back wouldn't go amiss. I mean, Moreno and Digne are our best left backs, and they're both 80 and 79 overall, and they're not exactly young players anymore. And maybe a better centre back for Diego Carlos wouldn't go amiss either. He's 30 years old as well, and he's not on Pau Torres' level either. I know I've completely ignored Matty Cash, but he's only 25 years old, and this guy's got a half decent potential, so even with that points deduction coming our way this season, I want to give this guy a chance. But I'm hoping once we bring in better defenders, it will be the difference maker for our results at the end of the season. Now, starting with the left back, I'm going for Lucas Hernandez from PSG. I know this may sound quite unrealistic, but just hear me out. PSG, for their standards, aren't having a very good season right now, and Aston Villa are definitely a team on the up. I think if this offer was made to Lucas Hernandez, he'd definitely be a little bit tempted by it. But he is worth between 60 and 48 million, so our negotiation skills are going to have to be on point. Now, I'm going to offer Alex Moreno in 33 million. That comes just under their lowest market value for him. They only want 38.3 million alongside Alex Moreno. We may actually be able to pull off the bargain of a century here. Okay, let's lower it down to 35 million on the dot. See what they say to that. They've actually accepted it. Oh my god, I cannot believe we've just pulled that off. We're going to offer $500,000 signing bonus for 77k. Hopefully he goes for this. They want a signing bonus of 750k and 86k a week. Do you know what? Let's just reduce the signing bonus. I'm not fussed with him having that wage. They want 700k signing bonus. You know what? Let's meet in the middle. And there it is. We have come to an official agreement. Our first signing is going to be Lucas Hernandez for 35 million and also Alex Moreno, a part of that deal. I honestly think he's going to be a game changer for us, man, especially in season 1. And that leaves us with 39 million in our budget, and all I want now is a better centre-back. And the centre-back I want is Ginter from Freiburg. Granted, he's 29 years old, getting on for 30, but he's 83 overall, and he's got some fantastic stats to go with it, and more importantly, we can afford him. And there he is, boys, for 32.6 million. He's rocking that Aston Villa shirt, and I'm pretty sure that's our transfer window done now. But behind the scenes, I've been training Jacob Ramsey to become a central attacker midfielder. He's going to turn into a 78 rated player. Just great. I'm pretty sure he should be a higher overall anyway, but the game just won't let me update it, so yeah, great game, EA. But this is the starting 11 going into season 1, and honestly, if we didn't have a points deduction, I'd actually argue we could probably get into that top 4. But with that point deduction, there's only 2 things I want from this team overall this year. I want this team to massively improve in overall this year, man. The more improving that happens in season 1, the better we'll look going into season 2. And I want this Aston Villa team to get as many points on the table as humanly possible. The more points points we get, the better we'll look after that point deduction. And obviously, we are in Group E of the Conference League alongside AZ, Alkmaar, Legia Warsaw and RC Celtic. And in real life, Aston Villa are top of this group, so honestly, I'm expecting absolutely no different. To be fair, boys, I actually think we can go all the way in this competition. So Season 1 is done and dusted, and look at the improvements in the starting 11 we've achieved. One of the things I wanted this season, but the question is, how have we done in the Premier League? We have actually finished 3rd in the Prem, man. Only 4 points behind. Oh, God, Spurs won the league, man. You gotta be kidding me. But remember, boys, that will give us a 20-point deduction, and we've got to go through with it. So that means we are now 9th in the league, and you know what? All things considered, that isn't the worst thing in the world. I mean, if we finish 7th with 62 points like Newcastle United did, we may be in a little bit of trouble. But we did make the FA Cup final, losing 2-0 to West Ham. I feel like that's a massive opportunity wasted to gain a trophy. But we only made it to round 4 of the Carabao Cup, so it's back to normal there. We're in the Conference League group stage. We've topped Group E with absolutely flying colours, just like Villa are doing in real life. And we go on to absolutely destroy Toulouse 7-3 in the round of 16. Oh my God, Aston Villa have mercy. We then went on to just about get past Fenerbahce in the quarters. But we do get beaten by Athens 3-1 in the semi-final. You know what? I'll take that. A semi-final place in the Europa Conference League isn't bad at all. But look at the stats, boys. Ollie Watkins, Moussa Diaby, Jacob Ramsey, they absolutely killed it this season for Villa. But if there's one thing we take from Season 1, it's that this starting 11 is definitely ready for the Champions League. It's just that bloody wheel had different ideas this year, didn't it? But I think if we play like this next year and we actually have that wheel on our side in Season 2, we are absolutely getting top 4 football again, and we're getting to the Champions League. But before we go any further, if you're enjoying the video so far and want to see more content like this, leave this video a big old thumbs up and smash that subscribe button. So it's Season 2 and we're starting by spinning the wheel, and let's be honest, you can't get any worse than last year. What the hell is -3? Decrease your 3 highest rated players overall by 3. Oh my God. Are we ever going to get a break with this wheel? And our 3 highest rated players are Moussa Diaby at 88 rated, Emiliano Martinez and Lucas Hernandez both 86 rated. That wheel's got it in for me, boys. Last year we had a point deduction, now we got to make our best players worse. I mean, what the hell do I have to do to get something good? Now this is the team we're currently rocking with, and as you can see, Diaby, Hernandez and Martinez's overall have all been decreased by 3, so don't worry, I'm sticking to the wheel. But even with their overalls being decreased, this team has still got a lot of potential to creep into that top 4 with the right signings. I think we go for a right back this year in place of Matty Cash. Even with players' overalls being decreased, he's still our worst player in the starting 11. I'm also tempted to get a better goalkeeper than Martinez, but something tells me that he's going to grow back his overall and then some this year. Which leads me to our left winger, Leon Bailey. He's the weakest link in that front foot. I know that Watkins and Ramsey are both 82 rated, but stats-wise last year, they absolutely killed it. I'm going to sort our right back and our left winger position out, and if we've got any money left over from those transfers, we'll revisit the team and see where we can further improve it. But the board definitely haven't cheaped out on us this year. 185 million is what our budget is for Season 2, man. That is absolutely amazing. Something tells me we're getting top 4 football this year. Now, starting with the left winger, I'm going for Marcus Rashford from Manchester United. He's only 26, 85 rated. He's got some absolutely incredible stats too. And a lot of you guys said in the United video I shafted Rashford like mad, so I'm going to put him into the starting 11 and give him all the first team action he wants. And there he is, boys. He's shaking my hand. He's now officially an Aston Villa player, only costing 60 million to be fair. I thought he'd be way more expensive. And he's going to be rocking that number 9 shirt at Aston Villa. It's going to be very interesting to see if he is the right man for the job on that left-hand side of the pitch for us. As for the right back, I'm going for João Cancelo from Manchester City. In real life, I believe he is on loan to a different club. I think it's Barcelona, purely because him and Pep Guardiola have completely fallen out. Granted, he's 30 years old, but he's 86 rated, and he's definitely within our budget. Now, I'm starting the bid off at 48.5 million. He is hoping Pep doesn't like him enough to just let him go on a cheap. They want Jacob Ramsey in 29.5 million. I can categorically say there's no chance they're getting Jacob Ramsey. Okay, let's increase it to 50 million instead. They want 63.2 million. Bro, I thought you hated him. Why'd you want so much money for him? Just get him gone. Let's drop it down to 55 million on the dot. Pep, let's meet halfway here, lad. And he's finally accepted it. We are one step closer to signing João Cancelo. I'm going to offer him 140k. No signing on bonus. If I can help it, I'm not going to give him one. And there it is. He's accepted it for 100k a week. João Cancelo is now officially a Villa player. And there he is, boys, in the Villa kit, rocking the number 5 shirt. I bet that's a sight that not many Aston Villa fans thought they'd ever see. And we've still got 57 million to spend, even after signing João Cancelo and Marcus Rashford. That shows how much money we had to spend at the start of the season too. And just look at the starting 11, man. João Cancelo and Marcus Rashford's addition to it has really improved the quality of it. I have to admit though, I'm uncertain about Martinez. He's my favourite keeper on this game at the minute, I can't lie, but I just feel like it's a bit too much for him to improve that much at his age. I mean, he is only 31 years old, and for a keeper, that's pretty much saying you're 28, but he's 83 overall, and for us to get into the top 4, we need someone a little bit better in between the sticks, I think. And we've still got all this money to spend, man. I'm sorry, Martinez, I think you're absolutely world class, but I just can't take the chance. We're getting a better keeper. And I'm going for Alex Ramiro from Real Sociedad. He's 6'4", 85 overall. He's already 2 overalls higher than Martinez, and he's 2 years younger. This one is an absolute no-brainer. And for 49 million on the dot, Alex Ramiro is now an Aston Villa player, and that's our transfer window completely done. And now the team looks like this going into season 2, and even after having to decrease our 3 best players overalls by 3, this team is still easily one of the best teams in the Prem. Now, due to the point deduction, last year we finished 9th, where originally we did finish inside the top 4, so theoretically, boys, we should be playing Champions League football now. But that means this year I want absolutely nothing else but Champions League football, man. The team that we've got right now is absolutely capable of getting it. Now, we have just reached the end of season 2, but before I get into the Premier League or anything like that, I just want to show you something very quickly. We made it to the Champions League final, only losing 2-0 to Bayern Munich. Now, obviously last year we finished 3rd in the league, and the game will have registered us as a participant in the Champions League for this season. But we made it to the Champions League final in our very first try, so if we qualify for the Champions League for season 3, you never know what can happen. And that's exactly what we've done, boys. 3rd in the Premier League, no point deduction. We have officially properly qualified now for the Champions League. I swear to God, that wheel better be on our side for once next season, otherwise I'm going to flip. And we once again made the FA Cup final and lost it once again to Newcastle United. Are we becoming the new Tottenham Hotspur? And this time we made the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup, only losing to City on penalties. You know what? This season so far has been a massive W. And this is the starting 11 that's achieved all of that this season, man. I'm so damn happy with how this team is looking. And look at the stats, boys. Our front 3, and especially Marcus Rashford, gained 24 goals and 11 assists in 58 games. Fair play to the guy. But it's happened, boys. It's official. This Aston Villa team are properly in the Champions League for season 3. But I've got to admit, looking at this starting 11, I hope from now until the beginning of season 3, I have a better idea of what to do with it, because right now I'm kind of stumped on where it needs improving. It's now our 3rd year in charge of Aston Villa, and we've got just under $250 million to spend on this Aston Villa team. The good news is, though, I finally figured out where I want to improve it. Watkins alone has got 25 goal contributions per season on average, and for me, that's alright for a striker, so he's staying in the team. As for our wingers and attacking midfielder, they're staying put as well. Our attack is not getting changed in the slightest. However, Ginter is now in his early 30s, he's 84 rated and the weakest link in that back line. And to be fair, these pair have gone under the radar. Tielemans and Kamara are both 84 overall. We need better and stronger defensive midfielders. I honestly think once we sort these positions out, the Champions League this year is ours to lose. And whilst we do have $250 million to spend, we haven't spun that wheel yet, and we all know how upside down that bloody thing can make our season go just like that. So this is our 3rd spin of the wheel so far. What's it going to land on this time? Is it something good? It looks like it. What's +3? Increase a player of your choice's rating by 3 at long bloody last. 3rd time's the charm, and we get something good. Now we have the chance to improve one of these players overall by 3, and I think I know exactly who it's going to be. It was always going to be Ollie Watkins. He was banging goals in for fun when he was lower rated than 87. Imagine the damage he can do now he's a better player. And we've still got all of this money to spend on improving the starting 11, man. We are going to have such a deadly team by the end of this transfer window. And I'm going to start with the centre-back, and I'm going to go big. Ruben Diaz from Manchester City. He's 90 overall, one of the best in his position, and with the money we've got, this one is such an obvious choice. And there he is, boys. He cost us $110 million, but I think we are one step closer to winning that Champions League this season. And we've still got $108 million to bring in 2 midfielders, and I think I know just who to bring in. The first midfielder is going to be Joshua Kimmich. He's 30 years old, granted, but he's 88 overall, and I'm willing to bet he's one of the best CDMs in the world at this point. And his midfield partner will be Eduardo Camavinga, only 22 years old and already 86 overall. Now I realise we've only got $108 million, so getting both of them for this kind of money is going to be tricky, but we'll see what we can do. Now starting with Kimmich, I'm going to offer $40 million alongside Douglas Luiz. I mean, Douglas Luiz is a bench warmer anyway, so we're not exactly going to miss him all that much. And they've actually gone for that straight away. That is an absolutely fantastic start to this. We're going to give him just under $1 million signing bonus with 97k a week. I'm pretty sure he'll go for this. He wants 110k a week. You know what? That's absolutely fine and dandy with me. We have just signed Joshua Kimmich on a 3-year deal. And there he is in that Aston Villa shirt. That's one midfielder signed. Now we just need to go for Camavinga. Now I'm going to offer 40 million in Yuri Tielemans to start off with. I don't think this is going to be enough, but you never know, do you? They only want 45 boys. We have genuinely just got the bargain of the century. We're going to go 43.3 million because I'm rate stingy. And there it is. That's the first part done. We are one step closer to signing Camavinga. I'm going off for Camavinga 100k a week with $1 million signing bonus. They'll probably come back with a counter offer, but you know what? We'll start with this. They want 115. You know what? That's absolutely fine by me. Eduardo Camavinga and Joshua Kimmich have just been signed for a combined total of that 100 million. That is amazing. He will be done in the number 30 shirt. Aston Villa fans, I mean, you're welcome, boys. You are welcome. And whilst we do have 90 million left in the budget, I'm very happy to leave the transfer window there. Because just look at the team, boys. It is absolutely incredible. Our lowest rated player is an 85 rated Ramsey. That's how good this team is. To be honest, boys, not only do I think we've got a good chance of winning the Premier League this year, but I think that Champions League is ours to lose this season. Now, we are in Group H alongside Borussia Dortmund, Braga and Lech Poznan, and aside from Dortmund, I don't see Braga or Poznan posing any sort of threat to us. Like I said, boys, the Champions League is ours to lose. So we are at the end of Season 3, and we did finish 4th in the league, and to be honest, we were nowhere near winning the league. 8 points behind Manchester City. And what makes it worse, Tottenham Hotspur actually finished above us, man. I swear to God, we better have done well in the FA Cup and Carabao Cup. We finally won the FA Cup, beating Chelsea on penalties. That's our 3rd FA Cup final we made it to, and it's finally the one we win. But Spurs beat us in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. I really don't like Spurs this season in the slightest. But here's the moment of truth, boys. How have we done in the Champions League? So we start by topping Group H relatively easily. Dortmund did finish 2nd, and we are both going to the round of 16, where we absolutely demolished Barcelona 4-1 on aggregate. And we go on to batter Real Madrid 5-3 on aggregate as well. Man City, Arsenal and Dortmund are the only teams left in this competition. We are 2 good games away from potentially getting to that final. And we've done it, boys. We've beaten Man City 3-1 in the semi-finals, and we're facing Dortmund in the Champions League final. The same team that we got the better of in the group stages, the same team we've once again got to get the better of in the Champions League to win it. And just look at our front three. Rashford got the goals, Diaby got the goals, Ollie Watkins got the goals. Overall, boys, we've had a phenomenal season, haven't we? But unfortunately, Diaz won't be playing in the final. The bloody daft sod's got himself suspended. But even with Diaz out, this team is still absolutely world class, man. And we got some serious balls in this squad. We've got Camavinga, Joshua Kimmich, Diaby, Ollie Watkins, Marcus Rashford. We have literally flooded this team with world class talent. And up to this point, granted, we have only won the FA Cup, but bear in mind, we have had that wheel against us for the majority of this video so far. But we're now playing Dortmund in the Champions League final, and with the team we've got right now at our disposal, we should absolutely destroy them and win Aston Villa a Champions League trophy. Calcancelo's on the ball. We all know. I'll tell you what, we've got a bit of room here. Let's have a pot from distance. Okay, maybe not. Jacob Ramsey's on the ball now. Let's push him forward a little bit. We got Rashford on the ball now. Let's have a pot from distance. Bruh. Oh my. Okay, I'm going to stop having shots from distance. This just clearly isn't working. Moussa Diaby's on the ball. In my opinion, one of Aston Villa's best players this season. He's fed in Rashford. Rashford on his left foot, and that's made it 1-0 inside the 20-minute mark. Marcus Rashford with a goal in the final. Beautiful bit of play from Moussa Diaby. Cuts inside, sees the run from Rashford. Rashford, I don't even think he takes a touch there. No, he doesn't. On his left foot, near post, bang, get in. Beautiful start, and I genuinely don't think Dortmund have been in our half once, well, apart from now, obviously. But here come Dortmund with their first attack. Look at that for a challenge, man. No chance. Calcancelo's on the ball now. He's going to find Moussa Diaby. Okay, Moussa Diaby, you've definitely got the pace side. Come on, behave. There's no way. I don't care who that Dortmund defender is. He's not faster than Moussa Diaby. But here come Dortmund on the counter-attack. Calcancelo's in chase. Oh, what a save. Can we get the second save? Brilliant double save from Ramiro. What? Dortmund are coming again. Oh, that's beautiful defending from Pau Torres. Danger still isn't away, though. Dortmund are still on the ball. Is that... Oh, no. Don't let him turn. Don't let him turn. Great save from Ramiro again. That time I got his name right. Here come Dortmund, though. Oh, no. They've torn me apart here. They've torn me apart. Great defending. And they get Oh my God, the defending is amazing from Aston Villa. Now it's our turn to hit them on the counter-attack. Ollie Watkins, I'm looking for you, mate. Anybody, I'm looking for any run. Watkins, okay, we're through. Oh, that's beautiful. Schlotterbeck doesn't stand a chance. Ollie Watkins on his left foot, and he's made it 2-0 just before the half-time whistle blows. That is absolutely beautiful and a counter-attack of dreams. Once again, that all stemmed from Moussa Diaby. He found the run from Ollie Watkins, and Watkins from there is just never missing, is he? Oh, Jacob Ramsey's dispossessed Schlotterbeck. Jacob Ramsey's definitely got the pace to outpace him too. He's on his left foot. Can he make it 3-0? Oh, he's put it on his right foot instead. 67 minutes in. We are 3-0 up against Dortmund. It's game over. Ramsey got the ball off Schlotterbeck in his own half, and he basically outpaced him, and he tucked it away so nicely into the right-hand corner of the goal. Theo Hernandez is on the ball now. He's found Torres. Torres, for whatever reason, is the centre-back pushing up, but Marcus Rashford's got it on his right foot, and he just can't put it away from close range, can he? Camavinga, that good lad. It's got to Moussa Diaby. I don't think Diaby's actually got a goal, but he's been one of the best players on the pitch. Can he get a fourth here, though, for us? Oh, my God. If there's any player on the pitch who deserves a goal, it is Moussa Diaby. João Cancelo's pushing forward. Have we got a chance for one more attack? I think we do, you know. Moussa Diaby's coming forward. We're going to cut inside. Beautiful. Cut inside once. Oh, Dortmund tackled him. He didn't get his goal in the end. But what he has done is won the Champions League with Aston Villa. 3-0 in the end. Aston Villa are the best team in the world. And considering the fact that the wheel shafted us twice out of the 3 times we spun it, we've done this incredibly quickly, man. Aston Villa's team is a joke. And if you enjoyed this video, boys, you should definitely click here because I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy this one too.